wish books would stop marketing them as enemies to lovers when they're not enemies to lovers. It's currently 80 degrees outside in Ohio in April. I didn't connect with the romance in here. Megan Miranda is one of those authors that is a very hit or miss. Lately it's been a miss. Hi friends, happy Monday. Welcome to your new weekly reading vlog. Okay, so I'm gonna make this intro short and sweet. Let's go over the TBR that I want to read this week, and let's go over the plans for this week. First off, TBR, it's pretty short. I am currently reading Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I am currently 70 pages into it. I'm really loving this book a lot. I'm really excited to dig more into this. Basically, you're following Iris, who dropped out of high school to go write at a popular newspaper Gazette type deal. She has an office rival named Roman, and they're kind of competing for this promotion. And Iris's brother, before he left, made her promise that she's going to stay in school. Well, obviously she broke that promise, and she's now working for the Gazette, like I just told you guys. And her brother is missing at the war against the gods and goddess, and she is writing letters to him. Well, she's thinking she's writing letters to him, and then one night she gets a letter that says, "This isn't Forrest." So basically these letters are going back and forth, and that's all I'm at in the book. I've heard they turn into love letters. This isn't enemies to lovers. Although the enemies, I'm not sure if it's going to be true enemies, because they're just office rivals. Like, that's it at this point. So unless something else is deeper to that, then I don't think they're truly enemies. And I wish books would stop marketing them as enemies to lovers when they're not enemies to lovers. Like, that's not, you guys just don't like each other. You're not really enemies. Like, when I think of enemies, I think of like, I'm gonna kill you, and that's where we're at, and then they fall in love. That's an enemy, okay? So there's that to finish. And y'all, I really need to get on Chain of Thorns. I totally forgot that I was supposed to have a themed reading vlog for this coming month, which is April. I don't think that's gonna happen. Are we shocked? No, but I had my little burnout moment in March, so reading has been slumpy. Except for these past couple weeks, I've done pretty good with my reading. So I want to get back to reading this because I was enjoying myself. Although I have not heard great things about Chain of Thorns. I've heard it's a letdown. I've heard it makes people angry. So we don't know. Okay, plans for this week. Currently, I'm in the middle of editing the weekly reading vlog, and I don't think it's going to get up on time, which you guys will see it no matter what, because this is coming out the following week. That's about it. I'm gonna go have some leftover carrot cake because yesterday was Easter and my mom made carrot cake, and I'm gonna watch Schitt's Creek, and then I'm gonna get into bed and read, and I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow. Hi friends, a happy Wednesday. My day is all messed up because it feels like a Thursday to me, which technically is my Friday. So and plus the weather is beautiful. It's currently 80 degrees outside in Ohio in April. That doesn't happen here in Ohio, and I'm really happy about it, except I worked all day. Love that for me. But I'm here because did I talk to you guys yesterday? I may have talked to you guys yesterday. I don't know. I can't remember. But I have some reading updates for Divine Rivals. So I am now on page 173, and I am still really liking this book. However, there are some things that I'm like, eh. First off, she's exchanging letters with this boy, and she doesn't know this boy's identity, but the boy knows who she is. It's Roman. And so Roman types these letters knowing he's sending them to Iris, but Iris doesn't know it's Roman. And she is getting like feelings for this guy, and they haven't been exchanging letters that long, and I feel like they haven't had enough time to build a foundation to any sort of friendship. So to go from like being like, who's this stranger, to, oh, I like this guy, I feel like that was way too quick of a jump for me. I am a slow burn when it comes to my romances, so that could be why. So that could be why I'm not really liking it, because I'm much more of a slow burn type person. But other than that, I do really like this book. She is now on the war front. She's a war correspondent, so basically I almost hit myself with this face. Basically, she goes and she like talks to soldiers, and she like writes up an article. That's what she does, but she's writing letters for them home to their loved ones. And it's kind of because of their gods that are fighting, there's certain things they like have like magical elements. So there's sirens that alert them for different things in the town because they're so close to the war front. The first one is they have the hounds are coming, which are basically like dogs, but like rabid dogs come, and they will like literally eat anything in their path. And they will they're not supposed to come in the house, but they will try to get in the house, and if they can get in, they'll come and find you. Then there is I think they're like, in my mind, they kind of are like dragons, but not really. I don't really know, but they come and drop bombs. And then the other one is is that they're retreating. So that one hasn't happened yet. But yeah, I am really liking it. It's got a lot more interesting now that she is on the war front. But there still is that underlining like mystery of where's her brother, because no one knows anything about her brother. She did find out a little bit more, but nothing. Like, she doesn't know if he's alive or not. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at in the book. I am about to sit down and do some reading because it is only 4 o'clock and I have a little bit of time before I need to cook dinner and stuff. So I'm having Cheerios as a snack, and I have my water here. Let's take a water break. I do have a little bit of a headache. It's like right here. But I'm wondering if it's because I was stressed today. So it could be a stress headache. It'll probably go away when I'm like at home and I chill. But that's all my information I have for you guys at this moment. I'm gonna go read, and I will maybe talk to you guys later. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna go. Hi friends, I'm so sorry for this really shitty lighting and quality, but I actually just finished Divine Rivals. I didn't say, it's Thursday evening. It's like 9:30 at night. And I'm here to kind of give you guys like my overall thoughts on this book because I am torn. So here's my thing with this book is it's pitched as an enemies to lovers who develop their like relationship through letters. That's how this book is pitched. First off, it's not enemies to lovers at all. They're more rivals. Like I said in the beginning of this vlog, I think I told you guys, they're more like office rivals, like competitors competing for the same position. That's all they were. They weren't really enemies. So right there, you know, false advertisement, okay? The next thing is with these letters, how they kind of fall in love throughout their letters. They essentially do that, but I feel like it wasn't flushed out enough. And don't know if it's because obviously Roman knew who he was writing to this entire time, and obviously he worked with Iris, so he knew Iris and a little bit about her and like had an opinion about her already. Iris had no idea who she was writing to, and I feel like it switched from like, who are you, like tell me a little bit about you, to oh, like I'm in love with you, like really fast. And we didn't get that kind of build up you get usually when it comes to like building a relationship and like actually like being in love with someone. And also another thing is I didn't connect with the romance in here, and I don't know if it's because of that we didn't get enough time to flesh out the romance and really get to like see the romance blossom, or if it's because I'm a slow burn person. This was definitely not slow burn like at all. It was more insta love, and I'm just like not that girl. I do not like insta love at all, and that's what this is. And I don't know. I don't really know what it is, but I was actually more interested in like the war plot line, like what is going on with the gods, like what actually happened to make them enemies, like what is happening now, what happened after the end of the book. Like I want to know what happens. I'm obviously not going to say it, but I was like, I need to know what happens. Like I want to know all the details of the war side. Like I could care less about the romance. And I'm not sure if the second book will be different and maybe I'll connect more, but as of now I wasn't really connecting with the romance in this book because I don't know, we just didn't see them enough in that romantic aspect, I think, for me to be able to connect with it. But I will say this book has beautiful writing. The letters they did write to each other, I dog-eared some of them. Yeah, I know. There's just one that I particularly like that I'm going to read to you. It's Iris writing to Kit, and she goes, I think we all wear armor. I think those who don't are fools, risking the pain of being wounded by the sharp edges of the world over and over again. But if I've learned anything from those fools, it's that to be vulnerable is a strength most of us fear. It takes courage to let your armor down, to welcome people to see you as who you are. I just really liked that when I read that. And then also she says, perhaps it begins with one person, someone you trust. You remove a piece of armor for them. You let the light stream in, even if it makes you wince. Perhaps that is how you learn to be soft yet strong, even in fear and uncertainty. One person, one piece of steel. Then, let me see. There's quite a bit that I dog-eared. This is another letter that Iris wrote to Kit. Sometimes I'm afraid to love other people. Everyone I care about eventually leaves me, whether it's a death or war or simply because they don't want me. They go places I can't find, places I can't reach. And I'm not afraid to be alone, but I'm tired of being the one left behind. I'm tired of having to rearrange my life after the people within it depart. As if I'm a puzzle and I'm now missing pieces, I will never feel the pure sense of completion again. This was actually Kit's words that he wrote to Iris. He says, this has gone longer than I anticipated, but I know what it feels like to lose someone you love, to feel as if you're left behind or like your life is in shambles. There is no guidebook to tell you how to stitch it back together, but time will slowly heal you as it's doing for me. There are good days, there are difficult days. Your grief will never fully fade. It will always be with you. A shadow you carry in your soul, but it will become fainter as your life becomes brighter. You will learn to live outside of it again. As impossible as that may sound, others who share your pain will also help you heal, but you are not alone, not in the fear or your grief or your hopes or your dreams. You are not alone. And just the writing in here is so beautiful. It's just like, I just didn't connect with the romance. I did really enjoy the letters that they sent back and forth to each other. I really, really liked those. I just feel like we should have gotten more of that. Also, I feel like the beginning of this book, we got way too much of the day-to-day life of her in the office at the Gazette, like her and Roman. And I understand that they had to set up like what it was like to be like competitors and what their rival was like, but I kind of wish this author would have done it as like dual timelines. So maybe while writing these letters, she explains to the guy that she thinks she's writing like about her office rival, and then you flash back to like what happened that day, instead of it being like a big chunk of the book, like not a big chunk, but like a decent amount of the chunk of the book of like day-to-day life. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but if anyone's read this book, let me know your thoughts, because I'm curious to see what other people think. It got high rating on Goodreads. I think it's like at a 4 point something stars on Goodreads, which I see that. I'm landing at a 3-star for this book, but I still really liked it, and I'm very excited to carry on with this series. So Rebecca Ross, I'm gonna need you to put out the second book now. And it makes me kind of want to read River Enchanted. But for now, I have to decide my next read. I think I'm gonna go a thriller. I'm gonna read the new Megan Miranda thriller, because I don't want to get too burnt out with fantasy, and I have a fantasy book that I need to read and have a video up on TikTok by May 7th. So I think I'm going to read a thriller just to take a break, and then that fantasy read I'll probably read next week. But let me get the book I'm going to read next. Hold on. So the book I'm reading next is The Only Survivors by Megan Miranda. I have no idea what this is about. I'm going to go into this book completely blind. I will give you guys a little bit of a brief when I get into it, but as of now, I'm gonna read this. I probably won't read any more tonight because I really want to watch Schitt's Creek. I just want to lay on the couch and watch Schitt's Creek. I've been addicted to it recently. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. I hope you guys are doing well. I will definitely talk to you guys more tomorrow, because I have nothing planned tomorrow other than cleaning my carpets, which won't take me that long. But yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Guys, look how he's sleeping. Are you kidding me? You guys, I just want to share this non-scale victory with you guys, because you guys are coming along with my weight loss thing. Also, Wyatt is here. I will put in a clip of me when I first tried these pants on March 8th, I think it was. Couldn't get them literally up. Like, I got them up, but I could not zip them. I couldn't button them. I couldn't do anything to them. Like, really, I could barely get them up over, like, you know, the pouch. Today, a little over a month later, they zip, they button. Are they still way too tight? Yeah. But you know what? This is a progress. This is a non-scale victory. We are getting there. That means we are doing the right thing. So this is to anyone out there on a weight loss journey. Keep going. You've got this. I believe in you. Hi friends. Happy Friday. Have not talked to you guys yet today. It is noon. So my plans for today got kind of like jumbled, because I was gonna wake up pretty early and go for a walk. Well, I didn't wake up till 8:45, which I needed that sleep, and I feel great. Like, I haven't felt this well rested in a very long time. So I said, you know what, we'll forego the walk right now. We'll probably go before lunch or something. Well, me, because I never checked like my personal email. I always check like my work YouTube email. I never check my personal email. I was washing my face. I was gonna wash my face. I turned on the water and there was no water at all. Like, it was just dripping. And I'm like, weird. So I go to my sink, turn it on. Nothing. Mind you, this was like right before I was gonna go for a walk, because I needed to brush my teeth and wash my face and put on sunscreen and all that before going outside. And I was like, okay. So I checked my email. They shut the water off until 2 p.m. So I was like, this is telling me I don't need to go for a walk, because they're doing construction, which means I'd have to walk by all the construction people. And being a woman walking by yourself in front of construction people, it doesn't do it for me. No offense to any of you guys, if you guys are construction workers, whatever, like, it's just, if you're a woman, you get it. Like, you understand the holy shit, there's a group of men and I'm about to walk by them kind of fear you have. So I was like, you know what, we'll stay inside, we'll work out a little bit later. So yeah, I have talked to you guys today. I forgot, I did talk to you guys when I did my progress pictures that I do for my weight loss in the same outfit every single week. And I did tell you guys, like, I did make a little non-scale victory, which I'm very happy and excited for myself. It's been a very long time since I've been, like, seen that type of, like, progress. So I'm very excited, and I've been feeling good lately. I don't know, maybe you guys can tell I've been in, like, a better mood. Hold on, work just texted me. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I think I'm feeling better. Like, I'm more happy. I feel more up in my videos. So yeah, I'm feeling great. You guys, I know we're doing no spin, which I've done very, very well, except for this one thing. One of my favorite bands in the entire world is All Time Low. They're a nostalgic thing for me. You know, they were up and coming back when I was in like 7th grade. That tells you my age right there. Their first album came out when I was in 7th grade. And I just remember falling in love with them. Alex Gascar, he was my crush for many, 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 many years. Like, I still think he's very attractive. I know he's married, but you know, whatever. I finally saw them back in 2015 after 8 years of obsessing over there. I finally saw them, loved the concert, they were amazing. And I always knew I wanted to go back and see them. Well, I got word that they are coming to Ohio at a venue that I know very, very well. I go to a lot of concerts at this venue. I love this venue. And they are going with Mayday Parade. And then I think Games We Play, which I don't know Games We Play, but Mayday Parade. I have seen Mayday Parade before when I went to Warped Tour. Love them. I love All Time Low. So I texted one of my friends and I was like, hey, do you want to live out our middle school angsty selves and go to this concert? And he was like, yeah. So I did buy tickets. But we put it on the credit card, so does that count? The only reason why I put it on the credit card, I don't know why I'm explaining this. The only reason why I put it on the credit card is because with Capital One, you get points and like cash back. If you have a certain credit card when buying certain things, and Ticketmaster is one of those sites. So like, make it make sense. So yeah, I did break it, but other than that, I have done pretty well. I haven't spent anything. Oh, I did buy coffee, but that's an essential, like coffee beans. I didn't go to Starbucks or anything. I don't really go get coffee. If you guys know me or you've watched my vlogs for a while, you probably know I don't go get coffee ever, because it's expensive. So yeah, I did that, and we broke the spending, which we'll have to break it again to like next paycheck to pay the tickets off that I put on my credit card. But that's okay. Yes, so I just wanted to update you guys because I did start reading The Only Survivors by Megan Miranda. I am 40 pages in, and I've been doing this little habit lately, and I normally never do this with my books, is I mark it with the jacket sleeve. And I know this bugs some people. It doesn't bug me. I don't know why I picked this up. Like, I never do this. Like, I've never done this in my life. I don't know. So, the one thing, so I know little about this book. So we're following this girl named Cassidy, and she has a group of 9 friends, and they all survived a terrible thing back in high school, and they haven't said what this thing is yet. I have no idea what this thing is. And every year on the anniversary, they go to the Outer Banks and they rent the same house, and they all kind of get together because a year after the accident, one of the survivors jumped off a cliff. And so they decided, you know what, we're all going to get together on the anniversary to like check in, commend one another, like all that type of things. Well, this year Cassidy was like, I'm not going, like I want to move on from that part of my life, those people, whatever. But when she gets an obituary sent to her of one of the survivors, so there's only 7 of them now, she's like, okay, I gotta go. And then one of the people named Amma, she tends to kind of run off a lot and then like come back. The first night, she basically takes her shit and leaves. And they're like, where are you? She's like, don't worry, I'll come back. And she hasn't come back yet. So that's basically where I'm at in the book. That's basically what I know. Megan Miranda is one of those authors that is a very hit or miss. Lately, it's been a miss for me. I think there's only been one book of hers that I really liked. I think it was The Last House Guest. I could be wrong. But the one thing I will say about Megan Miranda is if you need a book to read at the beach, like this is a beach read, totally, or a pool read, like read wherever you are, I would pick up one of her books because they're super easy to read, super fast. They do suck you in, However, the twists may not be that good. They may be very predictable, but they're still good. So yeah, that's basically it. I am gonna go back to reading. I'll probably cook lunch. Now I'm having one of my allergic reactions because I put on this really cute top today. It had daisies on it. It was so cute. I think it was washed with the old laundry detergent. Like, I haven't worn that top since last summer, so it sat in my closet. So it, yeah, it, you know, we broke out. So yeah, I did, oh my God, I did record a read with me today. So that is currently exporting, so that should be up by Sunday, which will be already up by the time this video goes up. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to reading because I kind of want to really get a good chunk of this book done today. And I will talk to you guys later. I'm currently editing a video, but look at this sparkly Easter egg. Yeah, I'm almost 30 and I still get an Easter basket, but it's got M&Ms in it, so I was gonna have an M&M break while editing. Little editing snack, look how cute. But yes, currently editing this vlog. We're getting on top of it so I don't have another freak out and fall behind. Love that. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. It is currently 9 something in the morning, I think, and I'm just sitting down to have my breakfast and my coffee, and I'm going to read for a little bit before heading to my parents. But I wanted to update you guys in my progress because I did make some progress yesterday. So I actually got to page 115, which is chapter 9 in The Only Survivors. And I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give anything away, and I feel like, especially in thrillers and mysteries, any little thing you say could be like given away to like the twist or anything like that. So I am still liking it. I'm a bit bored, I must say, because we're 100 pages in and we have 2 things going on. And I've noticed a trend in Megan Miranda's books is she likes to have 2 things going on at once, like 2 separate mysteries, and then she ties them together. First one is Ian died, but there was something that happened that made this person want to look more into it. And then we have Amma, which says it in the synopsis that Amma is missing, and supposedly there's like this great storm coming. No storm has come yet, and I'm 100 pages in, so I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit bored, underwhelmed. I am gonna read more of it. I am gonna finish it because I just want to see like what this all is, like where we're going with this story. But yeah, that's about it. I am going to my parents' house today, so I'll probably won't talk to you guys a lot today. I have to give my parents' dogs baths and trim their toenails. That's what I get to do today. But I'm gonna go eat, have my breakfast, then take a quick shower because this need showered. And I will probably not talk to you guys until tomorrow, but enjoy the B-roll and I will talk to you guys soon. What you doing? Excuse me. Excuse me. Wyatt. What are you doing? Okay. Did you have a good rub sesh? Can you tell someone just got a bath? Hello friends, happy Sunday. So I have not talked to you guys all day and it's quite literally 7:30 at night. In the evening, I guess. It's still evening time. So let me like tell you guys what happened. So I feel extremely exhausted today and I'm not too sure why. So I didn't wake up, I didn't get up till 9, which is really unlike me. Usually I'm up before 9. So it took me a while to like get going and like get things rolling in my day. And by the time I sat down and had breakfast, it was like 10. And then I did some of my Sunday chores I do, and then I read, and then I worked out, and I literally slept until 5:30. I finished my workout at like 2:30 and I slept till 5:30. I don't do that. I don't nap like that. And this scares me because the last time I was this exhausted and slept was right before I got COVID. I got COVID last August, and the days leading up to my positive test, I was so exhausted. I literally nap every single day and I don't nap. So this kind of worries me. So it's either that or it's either just because my body needed rest. I mean, I feel fine other than being really tired. I feel awake now because I slept for so long. So that's why I didn't talk to you guys today. I just, you know, we all have those days and today was my day. But I did finish The Only Survivors by Megan Miranda. I actually just finished this like a couple minutes ago. Here's my thoughts. Going into this book, I knew nothing about this book, which is what I tend to do for most of my thrillers, mystery, horror, any stuff like that. I tend to go in completely blind. I think it's the best way to do this genre or those other genres. So going into this, I know nothing. Megan Miranda loves to do Megan Miranda loves to do dual POVs, dual timelines in her books. I've noticed it's an ongoing trend. And between these two like dual timelines, both of them have like a mystery that you're trying to solve, but they both weave together, which cool. It would be cool if the twist weren't predictable, like most of her twists are. And there's only been one book of hers that I've really liked. This one was such a letdown for me. We not only got dual timelines, we're following each of the characters in the past time, like because they had something happen to them that they survived a decade ago. And so we're following that timeline, but we're also getting present day timeline, and we're only following Cassidy in the present day, but in the past day we're getting each of the characters' point of view of what happened. So, you know, love that. But here's the thing, is these characters in this book, if there were not names on these characters, I wouldn't know who was who. The characters had no distinctive characteristics. They were so boring to read from. This book dragged on. I thought it was so slow and just wasn't shocking. It wasn't exciting. It wasn't thrilling. There was nothing about this book that I loved. Other than the fact that it was set at this like beach town, and there's this house that they call the ghost house because no one rents it except for these groups of people, and it's only rented out once a year. I thought that was really cool, but other than that, I'm like, snooze fest. Now, with that being said, one of the, I think it was like the big twist, because they all say I don't want to say what happened because I don't want to give it away, but the big twist that we get at the very, very end, I did not guess that one. Because I just, in my mind, they explained what happened and like what caused it, and it just didn't register in my mind that that would be a twist in the book. But every other twist in this book I guessed. It was so predictable. I don't know, I think I may be done with Megan Miranda. I think she may just be a one book hit for me, which is sad because I know a lot of people like her books, and her books are really easy to read. Listen, here's my thing. If you're looking for a thriller mystery that's super easy to read, a page turner, and you don't have to like have much thought into like what's going on, that's no disrespect for Megan Miranda, but I think you kind of get what I'm saying, because a lot of books, some books and some thrillers, you kind of have to like be a detective, and her books you don't really, because it's all right there. Literally, it's all right there on the paper. And you're not really big into thrillers or mysteries, and you never really like dipped your toe into the world, you know, she may be an author you may like because they're not psychologically twisty or anything like that. I like a more psychologically twisty thriller, and she's just not it. And I feel like Mr. Alex Michaelides has ruined the thriller genre for me, because The Silent Patient is a thriller that I literally compare every single thriller in the game to, because that twist shocked me, twist my brain. I thought that book was genius, and that was his debut novel. And I know a lot of people like hate on the book and was like, oh my God, it's so predictable. I think you're lying. If you're one of those people that thinks The Silent Patient was predictable and you saw it all right there, I think you're lying. However, at the point I read the book, when it first came out, I wasn't really big into thrillers. Never really read a lot of thrillers. I wasn't a big reader like I am now. Like, I was always a big reader, but not like I am now. And so maybe reading it now, but that's not fair because I know what happens. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. So those are my thoughts on The Only Survivors. And I am going to wrap up this vlog because it's Sunday night and I am not going to do any more reading for the night, I don't think. If I do, I will update you in next week's weekly reading vlog. But for now, I am here to say goodbye. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribed because I would love to have you here. Join the family. If you don't already, follow me on my social medias. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. They're always linked down below for you guys. And I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are reading lots of good books. And I will see you guys in my next video.